Hey everybody, Steve Burns here. I came up across a workflow I think should be addressed, and is when you're working with creating a concept in 2D, but you want to add 3D elements to it. So what I've done is I created a 2D scene of compositing imageries and digital painting to create this landscape. You're not actually viewing the whole thing. You're viewing it through the vanishing point filter under the filter menu vanishing point in Photoshop. And I created a single point perspective in Photoshop, which is where the white lines are coming from. And then I went into vanishing point and matched it as close as I could with a ground plane so that I can bring in a 3D objects in here and apply this perspective of what I created to a 3D environment. So I'm going to click OK. And we're going to sit back and relax and let it finish doing its thing. Okay, so it's all complete. Now what I did was I merged everything into a single layer to allow Vanishing Point to work with that. That way it's a lot less memory. So I'm going to turn it off, okay? Then I'm going to come here and I'm going to turn off my perspective grid just temporarily. And now my 3D objects is just right below me here. So let's go over here and let's go ahead and cascade up this folder. And let's go take a look at the 3D objects, which I'm going to bring inside. Okay, so I found my 3D layer. There it is. So what I like to do is get this to conform to the perspective that I created in Vanishing Point. So with it targeted, I'm going to go over here to my 3D menu, go to my camera view, and then right down here, go select my Vanishing Point grid, and let's target it and see what happens. Okay, there it is. So now it's matching. So if you look at this, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off temporarily. Let's go to my layer here, turn it off temporarily. Let's go and turn on my Vanishing Point. So if I turn on the layer, you see my ground plane, which is this gray line here, is matching that. So beautiful. Love that idea. Now, here's the problem. I want to keep that camera view. I'm going to go to the 3D. I don't want to move it. I don't want to accidentally touch it, and that's what's been happening. As I'm coming in here to target objects or 3D objects in my scene, I'm accidentally hitting the camera and moving it around, which messes up my perspective. So I don't want the camera to be touched. So I would like to be able to target this camera and lock it, or right click and lock, or put a lock symbol right down here in the bottom. So I think that would be very, very helpful. So what do you guys think? You think this is a useful feature? I think it is. Okay. All right. So that was about it. And Steve Burns signing off. More to come.